Today for New Music Monday, we're going to check out the brand new release from Justin Timberlake, and it's called The 2020 Experience. This is Justin's first album in about 6 years, and let's be honest, love him or hate him, Justin Timberlake is in a class of pop star all his own. He's shown over the last decade that he's going to keep trying to push into different musical territory, and you can tell he's really trying to ditch that bubblegum image that made him famous all those years ago. And this album is no exception to that idea, as he involves a much larger band, horns and all, on a number of the songs here. Along with this, he shows a lot of courage given his status, as a lot of these songs are very, very long and somewhat experimental in nature, but they work out in a wide variety of ways. When it comes to the horns and these diverse sounds, to tell you the truth, most people trying to do this in a pop arena would be laughed out of the business. But due to his personality and his sheer talent, Timberlake pulls this off flawlessly. It's not that he's abandoning those pop roots, he's just showing that there's a wide range of different directions that you can take that sound in. From synth-laden slow grooves that are reminiscent of 80s classics, to addictively classy tunes like Suit and Tie, this album cements the idea that Justin Timberlake is going to have a very long career. This album has Latin sounds, Caribbean sounds, R&B sounds, classic soul sounds, and then there are some more standard ballad type songs. There's really something for everyone on the record. But perhaps the most obvious sign that this is a huge step away from the standard pop format comes in the song lengths here. The shortest song on the standard release of this album clocks in at just under 5 minutes. And even on the extended release version, only 3 of the 12 songs clock in at under 5 minutes. On the flip side of that, every single one of these songs keeps you engaged throughout the entire track, even when the runtime pushes past 6, 7, and even 8 minutes at times. A lot of this comes from the top-notch musicianship, as well as the fact that every song has a very diverse musical arrangement to start with. And the fact that he's able to take an entire album so far away from traditional pop structure and sound really shows that Timberlake has enough pull in the industry that he doesn't have to worry about PR agents, A&R agents, or whatever his label is saying, because most of the time they probably just want him to do what he used to do and make that money. Another way of looking at that same idea is saying Justin Timberlake has a lot of musical integrity, and he's at the point in his career where he's going to make the music he wants regardless of what the industry tells him. At the same time, there are 1 or 2 songs here that are a bit iffy and I could probably do without, and I have to say that while I love the song Suit and Tie, Jay-Z's rhyme is incredibly awkward. The pacing seems a bit off, and it really detracts from what is otherwise a fantastic song. And mind you, I'm a huge Jay-Z fan, but in this case, it just sounds forced and a little bit hokey. As you might expect, lyrically, there's not a lot of diversity to be found on this album, as all of the songs pretty much revolve around themes of love, romance, having a good time, and just generally being cooler than anybody else. But it does manage to work in each situation, and it never really becomes mundane. After listening to the record, you realize that Justin Timberlake has managed to bring in all of his audiences at the same time. It's the kind of record that's going to bring in mothers with their daughters both loving the same songs, and to be honest, the fathers and brothers are probably going to be there too, because this album is so damn good. If you're still holding on to Justin Timberlake's in-sync image for some reason, you honestly need to get over that, because he's become one of the most uniquely exciting performers on the planet over the last decade. And this album is just great any way you slice it, and on the buy it or borrow it, it's a 100% buy it. So that's what I got for you guys today. I hope you dug it. If you did, go ahead and click subscribe, leave a comment, click like, whatever you want to do. You can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Tumblr right here, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow.